the Rangers. Mind you, right? The Astros was playing on the Rangers' home front. Okay, 3-7, 3-7. And good morning, good afternoon, and good night, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Devin Hill, accompanied by my co-host, Thomas Robinson, and this is your sports breakout. Get into it. Let's go ahead and talk about the UFC. It's hot. It's hot off the presses, bro. It's hot. Hot. Man. Leading up to it, it was all right. And then the main event. We might as well get it out there and open. It's time for McGregor to go ahead and hang up the coat. It's done. It's done, Ski.
I called it.
It's done.
I got
It's done. He did 2 front snap kicks trying to get that boy off his temple, and he messed up his knee.
Now I want to apologize when I was younger to the ladies.
Nothing to the ladies.
I want to apologize to you guys. Now I understand when y'all get mad after 30 seconds. I apologize.
No, you horrible, bro. You horrible. that ain't.
I understand.
That man hurt himself, bro. That man hurt himself, bro. And his opponent didn't make it even better. After the press conference, he was like, man, he was trying to get the ref's attention, saying, hey, ref, call it, because he didn't want him to hurt himself because his kids was there. I was like, dang, man. Dang.
Now, when did we become soft when we're playing a sport? Hey, man, his kids there.
Hey, man, it's a respect thing. That guy got respect.
You come in that ring, I come in that ring. We're fighting. I don't care if your grandma in that. Hey, she
man, and that shows the difference between you and this nice gentleman right here. He handled that with grace.
Nah. So that's not really a win.
It's not really a win, but hey, at the end of the day, Max Holloway handled it. He did it with grace, and he handled himself.
For all y'all people that actually bet on Conor, you guys, man, that shame on you. Now, you should always go for the underdog. Not just that, but he's younger. He hasn't been boxing, fighting for 5 years. So y'all think that he was boxing for 5 years, practicing? Man, please. Vacation. On the boat, on the yacht, Miami. Pop that, spin that. So, y'all think this man was ready? Man, please. I at least wanted to get maybe like 2 rounds, at least. So I can understand what the other girls meant, not these ones for my 30-second ones.
Wow.
I do want to apologize to the people that paid for pay-per-view.
Hey, man, you win some, you lose some, but you live to fight another day.
Do they got a refund policy?
I don't think so.
Hey, it's not too late to call your bank and...
Hey, man, snip.
Hey, somebody stole my card.
I didn't even watch that fight. What are you talking about?
And not just that, but the fight was in Las Vegas. I'm talking about the people, you bought your tickets, you flew for 30 seconds, now you got to fly back. Crazy. I mean, did you like the least 10 seconds of the fight?
Yeah, man. Like I said, watching the little 10 seconds and everything like that, McGregor showed, he showed promise before, he injured himself. He was going out there. He was trying to make some, big strides, to really solidify himself in this fight. Unfortunately, his body couldn't keep up with what he was trying to do, unfortunately.
So let me tell you something. We know our body. And how old is he? Like in his 40s?
Yeah, around that. I think so. Let me get you a number.
So, all right, Hill, we know our bodies. I know before I go into a fight, my ankle was popping before.
He's 37.
Oh, brother, aging bad. Good gracious.
He's been in the UFC game for a minute.
No, man. Hey, it's called water and vegetables diet.
Vegetables diet, okay.
Wow. I thought he was at least 43, 40. Oh, okay. Wow, that boy got my problems like that already. Um, yeah, man, that's I even had my little thing going, ordered me some little wing stop,
Okay,
little
okay. So
chicken
you
wings.
was prepared. You was like, all right, this finna be something.
Man, I even tipped, I think it was
You tipped?
DoorDash. I tipped him. I said, you know what? I'm gonna get this money back because I'm a bet. Hey, don't worry about it. It's a little extra. He lost. I called back to DoorDash. Hey, you around the corner? Hey man, I got some cash on me.
He
And
said you around the corner?
I need to change that tip amount. Man, horrible, man. I mean, I think we had another fight like that before. I forgot who was fighting. I think it was boxing.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was, I forgot who it was. It was short too. It was like maybe the first round and it was done. Man, I don't know what's going on, man. So, hey, let me ask you. Did you see how mad the CEO was?
He was pissed.
Huh?
He was pissed. How do I tell you he was pissed? He was like, from the production, he was like, man, we managed to set up on the, White House lawn, do all this great stuff. And then with this one, we messed it up left, right. I was like, ooh.
And so, like I said, I was looking at clips. So yeah, UFC, they got a habit of, hey, messing up things, man. They be having boxes, they put like different players. You're like, hey, who that is?
And he was like, man, I paid this guy good money and y'all
Good
messing up his
money.
name?
And if, like I said, I don't know Dana White personal, but I would like him to be like one of my mentor. Very smart guy, how he did UFC with the promotion, and he pay people. Pay people,
Mm-hmm.
he pay people. And I'll be watching videos of him, and like I said, I still remember this clip when he was in Miami, and I think one guy was parking his car or something like that, and Diana White hey man, that man took out hundreds, just hundreds, man, mortgage payments, car payments, and just gave him out. But it's nothing to him. But I like his mindset, and for him to admit that,
Mm-hmm. But that's the thing.
brother,
That's the difference about it. You have to understand, even with us, that's his brand. He built that from the ground up. If you look at his origin story, nobody believed in him. Nobody wanted him to do this. They thought it was stupid, this, and the third. It took a lot of ups and downs. Him on
yeah,
the brink of bankruptcy multiple times with this
yep,
before it actually caught. So I understand the level of frustrationness that he had with that. Like, you paying everybody, you making sure everybody taken care of, and it's not getting done? Nah, bro. And he said, and I quote, and I commend him about this. He's like, I'm going to get to it before you do. I'm going to tell him myself before you start talking about me. This is what we did wrong.
yep. They had one job, and the thing is, everything was good. The name, everything was good, and I think it was the photo,
Mm-hmm.
different photo. He said, "Hey man, we had everything good," and then see, and it's crazy because, so he said when he was arguing with the people in the back, hey, I can just imagine everybody in the group, and hey, he telling hey, blah 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 blah, and then you got that one person. Well, I mean, there's other people worse than us. Man, I know he did say that. Sorry.
Man, like I said, it was a good fight. And it pulled out all the stops. He even got the Indiana Fever, that one chick that's going viral right now. She was a round girl.
Really?
Yeah.
Like I said, man,
He broke bread. A lot of
that
bread
man
was
paid his
passed
trip
around.
because I think it was Shakir Stevenson. That's who it was.
Mhm.
Shakir Stevenson. Good boxer, by the way. They messed up his let me see. Oh, yeah. They messed up his title. They put him as OKC player. Basketball. Here, basketball!
He said, you got basketball players up here? That ain't him. I was like, oh.
Brother, OKC? Now, if you messed up with the Lakers, maybe. Well, OKC, I mean, you like, yeah. How you get OKC from Security? Man, come on, man. I don't even know if OKC got a player named Stevenson on there anyway. I don't know. But yeah. Hey, W Dana White for, hey, you like, hey, look here. And whoever messed up, listen, if you ain't tell nobody, they told on you, I'm sorry, man. You probably need to look at Amazon or something. You're cooked. You're fired.
Cooked. Fricaseed. Fried.
Don't use UFC as a reference. Please don't. Because Dana White gonna pick up, yeah, this is him. Oh, wow. Hey, he wants to come over here. Yeah, if you want the package to go to the wrong house. So, yeah, man, that fight, bro, that fight, man. What you got for me, brother?
So FanDuel is under a lot of flack, and is facing a huge lawsuit for one of their primary bettors making a big stink about it, and also they brought in Bryce Harper into this. Let me give you the rundown. So Torrey Thompson, which was the big better, bet $1 million on a couple of FanDuel games, right, on multiple occasions. It was to the point where he states, and in the lawsuit, allegedly, that FanDuel used Bryce Harper's image and everything like that, sending them, videos like this saying, hey, this game's going on. How's your son doing? So on and so forth. And also to the point where they were sending him certain tickets to, to the Super Bowl and everything like that at a discounted rate. And he states that because of all of this, it made it harder for him to break his gambling addiction.
Shut up. Judge, throw that out. Throw it out, Judge, please. Don't waste your time. Throw it out. Tell them pay the court fees. Lawyers, get your money. Throw it out. A grown man. Hey, man, it's your fault. Now, when do we, as adults, get to a point that we say it's our fault? It's our fault that you take out your debit card, credit card, you put the number in, and you press confirm. Man, please, throw it out.
Like I said,
because
man,
you know me, I go to the casino. I like to gamble too, but nobody is forcing me to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Hill, because it's a certain amount of money I take with me. I ain't gonna say it. $2, but it's a certain amount of money I take with me. And Hill, this is what I do. I get out the car, I go inside the bank, I show my ID, Thomas. I'm doing this. So my ID say, hey, I need $2 in fresh ones. And I take it, I go to the car, drive to the casino.
So I need $2 in fresh ones.
I did it. You understand? I did it. I can't turn.
That boy walking into the Golden Nugget with 2 crispy ones.
Crispy ones. Hey, look. Straight off the armor truck. I need that. Krispy Kreme donuts.
That boy said, yeah, buddy.
Hill, I can't turn around. Whoa, that boy said, my casino is crazy. Whoa. Oh, my God. I got to change it up. What in the world? Okay. What in the world is going on?
I jump on that bus. Ride that all the way out.
No. I like chicken nuggets. I don't know what you're talking about, my brother.
Okay, all right.
No, I don't know, man. I drive, bro.
You drive?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's crazy. So then I can't turn around and say, hey, man, I'm gonna sue the Golden Nugget like he claimed that I go to. I can't sue them and say, hey, man, my Krispy Kreme donuts dollars are gone. Sir, you're a grown man. I don't want to hear that. Throw it out. He'll ain't no, and just like, just like social media, from everything, I'm going to sue so-and-so because it's your fault that I click it and I scroll all day. Is it?
Goodness.
You grab your phone, you press the app, and you're like, this is funny. Is it?
It falls in the same category.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's like, and you know what you're getting into, especially with gambling, bro. They gonna try to get you back.
That's the point of it.
Yeah, you
I mean,
taking the tickets, the videos, and going back for more. That's on you, bro.
the problem is you're supposed to gamble. It's supposed to be enjoyment for fun. Have fun.
That boy was
You
dropping
guys
big M's.
Hey, you put in, Shanae Boo Boo them kids money from college. And you like, hey, I got you. We're going to buy the whole school after this.
Another Shanae Boo Boo in there.
Hey, no.
No.
Hey, you leave out that casino. Hey, what you say about that scholarship again? Do you qualify? Hey, let's retry.
Nothing. Let's retry. We'll come back at a later date.
Yeah,
we'll come back at a later date.
But Dad, you said you don't need them. Well, watch your mouth.
Hold on. Watch your tone.
Rewind.
Watch your tone. I'm the daddy. Okay, relax.
It's different now. But yeah, no, throw it out. Next.
All right, back to the World Cup. All
Okay.
right, so we solidifying it. Argentina versus Switzerland. All right. So long story short, Argentina won 3-1. 3-1 to Switzerland. Okay. And it's as simple as that. Them boys went in there. There was a little ups and downs, lefts and rights, but Argentina came out on top. So we getting down to the real nit and gritty. This is the nit and gritty. All right.
Of course.
And now here comes the next heavy hitter. Okay. Let's see here. So Belgium versus Costa Rica, or correction, Spain. Belgium versus Spain.
Costa Rica been out, brother.
No, yeah, I know.
In
Belgium versus
1942.
Spain. I know. Belgium versus Spain. Spain won. Spain beat Belgium, basically 2-1. So these are our final teams. This is it. This is all that we got lined up. So at World Cup news, let me give y'all the rundown of this, right?
You're missing the team, ain't you? What about England?
I could have swore I said, hold on. I could have swore I said that. Oh,
you said Argentina.
I missed one. I'm sorry. So here we go. Spain beat Belgium. Now Norway versus England. Norway versus England. England won. There you go.
Yep.
There it is. England won. So like I said, we in the final that's it. Everybody solidified. So in the next upcoming games, we got France versus Spain, and we got England versus Argentina.
So, okay, Norway. All right. Congratulations that y'all got it. Y'all got to this far.
Mm-hmm.
So, Haaland, congratulations. You got your viral moments. You got your memes. You're going to be a meme forever. That's how the internet works. Man, I think on IG, you got like over 40, 50 million people just like that, just during this World Cup. Congratulations, Norway. Now, I seen a play that could have cost them the game to me. Haaland, he was near the goal, and I forgot who was kicking the ball. So, old boy said, hey, this is what I think. The team know that, Haaland, man, you getting out the women player?
So you not you getting on the women player?
Hey, look it up. You see it. He said, nah. If he would have passed it to Haaland, he probably would have scored. Old boy said, nah, I'm about to give 40, 50 million people too. And that goalie said, here you go. That man cut that ball. So I think that was the play that made him lose. Now, Haaland, for 4 years, he's mad now. He about to go back, drink some raw milk, and eat some more red meat.
Eat some more red meat.
Oh, he mad now. Congratulations, Norway. Like I said, my teams that I wanted, they out. Congratulations. I really thought that y'all was going to beat England, but y'all didn't.
He feels some type of way about this boy.
But no, England got a team, and
they do. They really do have a strong team behind them.
Yep.
I will give them that.
When you think of Norway, you just think of Haaland. So once you lock them down, but
that's it.
So we got France. France, I need you guys. I need you guys to win. Please. Are you begging?
You don't want them to, you don't want Spain to win? You don't want Spain to win?
Hey, real quick. Don't make fun of me.
You don't want Spain to win?
So I thought France was inside of Spain. I Googled it and Google said that no way France is inside of Spain. I said, I was just joking. So I apologize.
You apologize. You got it.
France is beautiful. It's a beautiful place. So anything beautiful, I want to win. Like nice, I want you to win. And
Spain
first, I want some of your
beautiful, too.
cheese.
You sure you don't want Spain to win? You upset?
I don't know if it's Spain. Is Spain beautiful? Maybe it is.
It
I don't
is
know.
beautiful. What?
Well, I'm going to France because Rush Hour 3 was there.
Coming on. All right, man. Bro. All right. Okay. Moving on, bro. We getting into baseball news, bro. So, Astros versus the Rangers, man.
Yes, sir.
9-3. It's hot and cold. I don't know what they're doing on this road. It's hot and cold. Because, like I said, they don't know what they want to do. But it's not going to be another, like, let me get it out the way. It's not going to solidify them for World Series. So, long story short, Astros scored 9-3. So, in the first inning, Houston's on the board with 2. Second inning, nobody's on the board. Third inning, Houston's on the board again with a 4-piece. In the fourth inning, Houston and the Rangers are both on the board with 1 pieces. Fifth inning, nobody's on the board. Sixth inning, nobody's on the board. Seventh inning, nobody's on the board. Eighth inning, nobody's on the board. In the ninth inning, both teams decide to lock in, and they both put a 2-piece on the board. Ending the game out 9-3.
And what? Astros was on the road?
Yep. They were playing. They're playing in your stomping ground. Like I said, it's hot and cold. Like I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna talk about myself for a minute. It's hot and cold. There's no consistency. Because when I read you the Cubs game, I'm gonna say the same thing. There's no strong consistency. When they're on the road, it can be either a swing or a miss. There's never gonna be a dedicated, we're gonna win it all and just go ahead and get out the way. No, it's gonna always be a back and forth with this, from what I'm seeing.
And you say it was 9-3?
Yep, 9-3.
I mean, that was a good swing, man.
That compared to last game?
See, that's a problem, man. You take what you got.
Listen here. I'll take what I got. All they did was flip the scores. They had last game, the Rangers was 7, the Astros was 3. They just flipped it and went up by 2.
I mean, so is it too late for the Astros to actually get to that point? Or you say, hey, man, save it for next season.
I'm going to call it. I'm gonna call it the way I see it, bro. I say, from what I'm seeing right now, and with them going back and forth on the road like this, you know how the World Series can get. That whole back and forth, it'll make or break a team, especially in that high category. I'm going to call it right now. They're going to have to save it for next year.
Ooh. Guys, and this is the true fan. So, well. Now, and I heard old boy got hurt in for the Dodgers.
See? Even though the Dodgers got somebody hurt, Dodgers still putting up numbers.
Yeah.
They can have somebody hurt and still put up numbers. But over here, God forbid somebody get hurt.
Cook.
Now.
Let me go ahead and hit them baby Cubs.
All right. And with the Cubs versus the Cincinnati Reds, bro. 5-3. 5-3.
Okay.
I'm just going to jump to the meat and potatoes. All the way up to the fourth inning because the Reds decided to score 2-0. In the fifth inning, the Cubs get on board with a 1-piece. Reds not on the board. Sixth inning, Cubs get back on the board again with another 2-piece to the Reds 1. Seventh inning, Cubs get on the board with another 2-piece. Reds score nothing. all the way up to the ninth inning. Nobody else scores, ending the game out 5-3.
That game was close.
It's here. And like I said, the Cubs have promise. They have a lot of potential. They just need to lock in. They have a lot of potential. That if they want to see another, World Series, they can get themselves there, but they just got to lock in. I don't know what's going on in the bullpen right now, where they're not, they're not really channeling their true energy. But like I said, they have.
Elbow said, "You must channel your true energy."
Channel your true energy over here, man. But hey, to all my Chicago fans, all my Cubs fans, hey man, keep flying the W. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work.
He said, keep flying those W's. I mean, like I said, Major, sometimes it's one of those seasons, right?
Like I said, it's just a hot and cold season, a real bad hot and cold season. Like I said,
Now,
what you got?
Like I said, I'm not trying to make any excuses for the Chicago Cubs or Chicago as a city, right? So, do you think, because I'm sure when, different sports that they are connected with other sports, football, basketball, do you think with them moving that stadium could kind of be messing with the baseball team?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Really?
The only thing that I would say would really affect baseball as a whole, because Chicago has two baseball teams. They have the White Sox and they have the Chicago Cubs.
Okay.
If one of those factors, like I said, if the Sox decided to do something or switch something up, maybe it would mess with them, but not the Bears. The Bears, it's a Chicago team, but Chicago teams are weird like that. They don't really get affected by the other Chicago teams. If they're going to win, they're going to win, no matter what you got going on in the background.
Okay. I mean, this is a big move.
It is a big move. It's a big move that a lot of Bears fans, including myself, like a lot of history, like I said, is in Soldier Field. A lot of history is in that. And by them and by, the mayor and, the politicians not getting it together and losing such a big franchise team like this is beyond me, man. It's beyond me.
Yep. So to my opinion, I'm with you, but I think, for example, okay, let's say Hill, you Chicago Bears, I'm the Cubs. We may be close, right? We friends, best friends, brothers, or whatever. And if everybody, especially I know it's kind of weird, everybody finds some type of motivation, especially in sports when it comes to things. It may be a player on the Cubs say, hey, every time I see the stand, he may drive by you every time coming from work or whatever, going home. It may motivate him to get to that field and say, you know what? This is for Chicago. We got the stadium. We got the love. We got Chicago Bulls. I mean, we got one of the best teams, Michael Jordan. Like, some of that stuff may motivate him. He may be doing that for years since he was a kid.
Yep. Over
now
there
to
at
hear
United Stadium. Mm-hmm.
Now the stadium going. Now Hill, what's next?
Like I said, the thing is, what's really going to solidify it and what's really going to bring it to that point is basically, like you said, the Bears are moving. A lot of people, depending on how you feel, you're not going to want to make that hike. You're not going to want to make that hike, depending on how you feel, unless you got season tickets.
What I'm saying is, what's next? Okay, Hill, you said y'all got two teams. What if one team leaves? That's what I'm saying. What's next? They see, hey, the stadium gone. We got two teams. What if we move one team?
Now,
what's next?
Bro, I'm going to be honest with you. That ain't nothing. Those two teams are so just like the Bears. And like I said, it's a hot take. It's a hot take. I'm upset. Like I said, the Bears moving should have never been on the table. Never been on the table. But by you saying either the Cubs or the White Sox thinking they can move, nah, bro. When I mean to tell you this solidifies the north side from the south side.
Yes, sir.
Like it's built in, even with like the Bears, the Bulls, it's built in to the Blackhawks with our hockey team. It's built in, solidifies a side of town. The Bears is for everybody, right? The Blackhawks is for everybody, right? The Bulls is for everybody. The Cubs and the White Sox solidify the north side from the south side. The Cubs is the north side, the White Sox is the south side. In no way, shape, or form do I believe, in my heart of hearts, that neither one of those teams is going to move. They got their own, they have beautiful stadiums, for one. Around the stadium, right? What they're trying to do with the Astros, say they're trying to buy up all the land around it and make it like apartments and, little bars that you can walk to and just walk up and down that street and enjoy it. The Cubs and the White Sox have that around their stadiums. They have that revenue coming in.
What that's supposed to mean? Oakland Raiders moved?
That's the Oakland Raiders.
No. But so it happened a while ago, and I remember some things here. Here, they had the whole city protesting. Came out and said, no. Hey, that man, the owner put his hat down. Hey, that door?
Yeah, buddy. Like I said, this ain't the Oakland Raiders. This ain't the Oakland Raiders. And like I said, I put my heart on that. This ain't the Oakland Raiders. That ain't.
Money talks, BS walk.
You can say that all you want. You can say money talking BS walk, but I'm telling you right now, the money's there. The money's there for those two franchises.
You're not listening. The Chicago Bears had one of the best seasons. This last one. Remember that?
They had a best season. But mind you, right, this has been years in the making. The Wrigley Field and the White Sox Field has been updated multiple times prior to Soldier Field. They have been years in the making of not having an update to their stadium.
Okay, now remember, let's treat this as a relationship. As a man or woman, whatever, in a relationship, if you want to change, you will change. Chicago had plenty of time and opportunities to make it work.
Why
did they make it work?
I'm telling you right now, they did. Like I said, with Chicago and the way the politicians work in Illinois and everything like that, they like to push things to the envelope. They like to say, oh, you ain't gonna move, you ain't gonna do this. And then when somebody really pulls their card and says, hey, I'm getting up out of here. Because they had, mind you, right, the Bears front office had already went to visit, out with the suburbs location and over there in Indiana's location. They had months in advance that they were sitting down on talks, and yet and still they couldn't come up with a budget. They couldn't come up with anything. Now at the last minute, the mayor wants to say, oh, well, we got this, we got that. No, this has been years of them going back and forth about this. This isn't just a one-off fluke there, Robinson. This has been years in the making.
So would you think, in my opinion, I'm glad you said that. Would you think, to me, I would consider this as a blessing that they're gone, because the owners showed them what really matters, the number. I get it with the mayor and stuff, but if you are true, say, hey, man, the Bears are for Chicago, that's it. This is it, no matter what.
Yeah.
I understand we're going to bump heads, but the owner said, we got a better deal. Oh, it's about money, baby. It's about money.
Because like I said,
fuck the fans. I don't care about y'all.
It boiled down to, you had the taxes from the city, then you had the taxes from the state. Indiana cut them a good deal for that stadium.
It's all for the money. Chicago been up for the money. At the end of the day, that's what it boiled down to. Yep. Like I said, and it sucks, but that's what it boiled down to, bro. Yeah. It's sad, brother. What else?
That's all I got, Kipo.
All right. Yeah, that's. I just want to throw the. I guess the Seahawks was up for sale.
What?
The Cosos. I'm sorry if I messed up your name. Cosos. They bought the Seahawks for $9.6 billion.
I knew.
What?
I knew, and the thing is, funny that you say that. I remember reading an article about that, because it followed, like, the Seahawks. Basically, the brother, he had passed away, And in his will, it states like, the sister who's still surviving, she can only hold the team for a certain amount of time, and then she would have to put it up for sale. Yep.
Okay. So it's a positive sale. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So it's like, okay, cool. It's not like one of those, hey,
it's not one of those,
I'm
like,
leaving.
no, it was in his portion of the trust, basically.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Like I said, definitely not a Seahawks fans. Cowboys, we hate you guys.
Man, bump the Seahawks. Bump the Seahawks. How do I tell you?
Well, that's what I had to add with the sports. And that's all I got, my brother.
And that's all we got. And that concludes your sports breakout with Hill and Robinson.